No. This has to be bait. This has to be bait. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, Hyrule Warriors Siege of Imprisonment finally got its reviews, and I want to go over the reviews from the Metacritic. And I believe that this will be the last Age of Imprisonment video before it releases. And after that, I won't be making any more Age of Imprisonment videos until the live streams that I planned. So let's get started. So Voxel 95. Oh, that's a very good score. So Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment not only stands as a pinnacle of the Musou genre, bringing variety of style often marked by repetition from its combat to its structure, but also firmly earns its place among the best canonical Zelda titles. Koei Tecmo absorbs everything that makes Zelda franchise so special and delivers a work worthy of making Eiji Aonuma and Miyamoto proud. So, canonical. So yeah, they're saying that this game is canon. Nintendo said this countless times, and now they're kind of like confirming that this game will be canon. But I made a whole ass video, 2 of them, that talks about the non-canon route. One video, the possibility of the non-canon route, and the other, how a non-canon route would work. So go check that out if you're interested. But yeah, so a really good score. So starting off really well. Now we got 2 85s, so level up. Hyrule Warriors Siege of Imprisonment feels more connected to the official Zelda canon. Again, canon. It builds up the past established in Tears to Kingdom, giving it more coherence and emotional weight. Gameplay improvements like smarter ally AI, fuller maps, and new zone artifacts make combat more dynamic, while some camera issues and lack of online co-op contrast with all the good things. It is still a thrilling and polished experience that expands the Zelda universe into the Musou genre. A must-play for fans enjoying the new Switch 2. So, again, the smarter ally AI. I didn't really care that much about the Age of Calamity combat, like how the characters are attacking, but if it's like smarter ally AI, then like if we target someone, then that means that they would go after the enemy we targeted, and so that does help more. And the new zone artifacts, I did see them, there are a bunch of them. That will be really interesting. And then Juke's video, the Seal Chronicles. I'm assuming this is the translation in a different language. The Seal Chronicles doesn't reinvent the legend, it beefs it up with a clear, straightforward battles. The narrative is understated, revelations few and far between, but the gameplay loop is captivating. Whispers encourage variety, sonic artifacts smooth the rhythm, synchronized duo add flair, the co-op allows 2 players to fully enjoy it. It's a simple entry point into action-oriented gameplay, more like demanding. The players will find plenty to enjoy thanks to its addictive loop, but likely lament the lack of depth in the combat, especially in one-on-one fights. Okay, on the Seal Chronicles oozes Zelda even more, even without Nintendo's involvement in development, and remains entertaining from beginning to the end. This makes the Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive a must-have for the console. This is the first game I will be buying, except I won't be buying the Seal Chronicles. I'll buy Age of Imprisonment. But will unlikely lament the lack of depth in combat, especially. Alright. This one, I'm not too sure what to say about this. I'm gonna read the others before. 80, IGN Spain. Oh, okay. Okay, this is short. Hyrule Warriors Siege of Imprisonment offers a canonical story that expands on what was seen in Zelda Tears to Kingdom. The narrative is interesting, although the story feels it's somewhat superficial. Nevertheless, it makes up for the spectacular combat and highly enjoyable gameplay. I do like the Age of Calamity's gameplay. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. But then this one, the story. Now we did not get any DLC for Tears to Kingdom, so no story DLC unfortunately. But this does like add more to the lore. We would know what really happened in the past, and that's why this game's canon. Like Age of Calamity wasn't canon because like the champions die, and also like we already know pretty much what happens during that time, so like it wouldn't be like anything too special during that period. So they had to give a non-canon route. But this one though, we do get a canon route and we will know exactly what happened. Adamix. Alright. While Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment isn't quite as visually stunning, it is still an entertaining experience, and it's likely the last time we will see the world we first encountered in Breath of the Wild. I hope the Hyrule Warriors series continues in the future. Yeah, I do hope as well. There's a lot of potential here, and if Omega Force takes over the franchise, or if AAA Game Studios improves, I'm sure we'll find a quality experience that all fans of The Legend of Zelda and Warriors will appreciate. Now, likely the last time, because this game's canon, like, we won't be seeing Link or the Sages, and if we only get the canon route, that does kind of like concern me, because this is the last Breath of the Wild game. And like, we're not getting Breath of the Wild 3, so like, we still do want to see those characters return for one last time, in order for this game to be like a truly good conclusion. And yeah, I did make a video on the non-canon route, so if we do get a non-canon route, either in this game or as a DLC, that would be really beneficial, and gives like better replayability, so yeah. Oh, 79. I thought it said 70. Giga. Oh, god damn it. So, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expands the series with sharper combat, more heroes, and a fitting Zelda story. Not revolutionary, but polished and rewarding for fans. Age of Calamity, what? I'm sure you probably meant Age of Imprisonment. More heroes, yeah, it's talking about Age of Imprisonment. So it's not revolutionary, okay. Oh damn. 40. Oh shoot. Okay. Insanely repetitive, horribly shallow, and pointlessly easy. So you probably played on the easiest difficulty, I'm assuming. This is the absolute least interesting to do with the Zelda on the Switch 2, and bad even by the low standards of the Dynasty Warrior franchise. Nah. This has to be bait. This has to be bait. Either you're stupid or you're baiting. Like, from the trailers that I've seen, it's really good. And look at all these reviews here. Like, 85, like, on average it's like 79. Like, nah. This one has to be bait, or you just probably don't like Warriors game. I'm only gonna like review which reviews stood out to me the most, because I cannot review 54 in one video. Alright, so this one, Game Reactor UK says, with Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Koei Tecmo reaffirms that it delivers some extra quality when it comes to Nintendo IP, and this is an even better game compared to Age of Calamity. Visually, it does look like that. Production values are once again through the roof, sometimes competing with those of the mainline Zelda, while both narrative and gameplay got deeper and somehow more interesting despite the potential fatigue of the setting and the loss of charisma. The many new additions to the combat system and also compensate for the more linear level design, and the strong performance and loading times make it a joy to play for just too many hours in both TV and handheld. It has couple of peaks to its story I won't spoil here, but to me, it is the best way to celebrate the end of era. Oh. Now this one. Couple of peaks, the best way to celebrate the end of era. Could this indicate that we will see a non-canon route? Or does this indicate that we will see like Link, not the mysterious construct, Alright? I mean, that construct does play like Link, but it's not Link. And then we also don't get to see the current stages, so like, could this kind of indicate we'll see some sort of that? Hopefully, please. I hope I'm right. But yeah, that's why I want to read this. This one really stood out. So I still gotta check the other ones. And the Nintendo Life. Actually, do want to watch the Nintendo Life. Hyrule Warriors Siege of Imprisonment is a stunning slice of action and my favorite Muso game so far. Oh, favorite Muso game so far. That's something to note. Lessons have been learned from both Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity, resulting in a game that balances big-time story with top-notch combat that got proper depth to it. With Zonai devices to play with, a cracking roster, tons of sexy sync strikes to pull off, and a ludicrously slick recreation of an early Hyrule to set about kicking ass, this is dream time for hack and slash fans and Zelda enthusiasts alike. Yes, map layouts are still a bit bland and co-op mode is 30 FPS. Okay, this I can kinda understand. But everything else here combines to make for the best entry in the spin-off franchise to date. So far, really positive review from him. From Nintendo Life, really positive review. And yeah, overall, like learning, so obviously we'll get the canon route. And I don't want to get spoiled, alright? I don't want to get spoiled, so again, do not comment below if you see anything I'm wrong, alright? Don't comment. I don't want to get spoiled. I want to play the game myself and I want to find out myself. Okay, this one here, RPG site, I gotta read this. Here, for a certain type of player, Hyrule Warriors Siege of Imprisonment will be the single game you'll end up sinking the most time into your Switch 2. If it wasn't for every other RPG I yet to play this year, I might have ended up in those shoes. Age of Imprisonment isn't just a great Zelda spin-off, but confidently stands up among some of the singular best games in the entire Zelda series. Okay, I simply can't recommend it enough for anyone who is a fan of the Warriors game. Okay, this one. Some of the best singular games in the entire Zelda series. So I mean, you could say they're better than the 2D Zelda games, but even a couple of 3D Zelda games. I mean, I know you're not saying it's the best Zelda game, but the fact that you're saying this much and that you can't recommend it enough for anyone, like this one, you got like a really positive reviews here. I mean, the fact that you love it so much, but then here you say that you'll be sinking the most time into our Switch 2, the most out of all the games so far. That kind of indicates that this could be a really ambitious game. And like, based on the file size, we do know it's pretty ambitious. And I hope that it's the non-canon route too that can help this a lot. Now, I read all these, they pretty much say the same thing, but I actually do want to check Nintendo Insider. With Hyrule Warriors Siege of Imprisonment, AAA Game Studios has masterfully interwoven the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom playfully experimental gameplay systems with its own Muso pedigree. The plight surrounding the war for ancient Hyrule is endlessly captivating, and while clearly most attractive to lore nerds like me for plugging the gaps in Nintendo's own original tale, the end result is a game that is legend in its own right. So again, pretty positive, and you went pretty straightforward. Alright, so rest of these, they didn't really stand out to me that much, which they're pretty much the same thing, so I will actually review the negative reviews. Alright, not this bait review again. Yeah, 70, that's kind of concernful, so let's just review the negative. GameSpot. Okay, a few issues hold it back, but Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment marks a high point for a spin-off series. It's irritating on its righteous hack and slash combat with depth and variety. Okay, so I don't know why you ranked it rated 70 when just like few issues. Like, I thought like you would rank like at least an 80 if you're just gonna say that. Now, comic book. If you like fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, you're going to have fun with this game. There's a nice sense of progression as you unlock new characters and power up their moves and weapons, but few missions have some unique mechanics, and I couldn't help but wish this game leaned more into that. So, yeah, capturing base after base gets repetitive, whereas those rare times you do something different felt fresh and exciting. Adding a few more unique maps and mission goals would have gone a long way to the overall gameplay loop feel more satisfying. Okay, this one, the repetition is something that is pretty annoying. Like, it just gets pretty boring at times. But I did see a video of like some kind of like the Link construct flying and something like similar to Star Fox. That looks really cool, and so I do hope that, like, you're saying that we're not getting enough of that, but yeah, it would be nice if we got like more of that. That's something different, because the Divine Beast missions, they're really fun, and I hope that like we do see a lot of diversity with that thing too, the construct flying. Alright, these are the last two reviews I'll be reading, so both them are 60. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment manages to find exciting stories to tell as Tears to Kingdom prequel, with Princess Zelda taking the lead to spend plenty of time with some all-timer characters old and new. But while action and performance is an upgrade from the last Hyrule Warriors, strangled battlefield and mission designs become dull, holding this back from true magic. So it's kind of like the repetition that kind of gets boring for you, because the previous one I read too, it's probably the same issue, but 60 is pretty concerning. And then finally, going back to thousands of years to Tears to Kingdom, the third Hyrule Warrior shows you everything from the first epic confrontation against Ganondorf, but the cast lacks the necessary strength, while the progress made in the making the gameplay more frantic clashes with the lack of evolution in the Muso design. This too, pretty concerning, but again, it's your opinion. I mean, this one here, probably bait, but here it says repetitive, and then the easy difficulty, they did mention somewhat about difficulty and being repetitive, which is a concern. And yeah, I think that's like one of the factors, but then at the same time, we got this review, like bunch of 90s, we got a bunch of 90s here, and like a lot of them, and then we even got a 95 by Voxel. So like, it's just opinion based. So if you like hack and slash games, Muso Warrior style games, then like you'll definitely enjoy it. But this game will definitely be the first game I'll get for the Switch too, and I will stream this on Twitch. Alright, I'll share you a link when I first stream it on Twitch. But yeah, that's all for this video. Those are my reviews. Which is the worst review? It's easily this one. Like, there's no question that this is the worst review. But these two do kind of concern me, the 60s and 70s. But yeah, what do you guys think about the reviews? Let me know in the comments. Mostly positive, 87%. But yeah, now I'm trying to reach a new goal of 200 subscribers. Thank you for helping me reach 100 subscribers, and now have a 130 subscribers as of recording this video. So please support my channel, and if you like my videos, then subscribe, and I hope I get 200 subscribers by the end of this year. With that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.